Okay, I've promised you more episodes on how to break up phlegm in the body, and here it is. This is a great episode because in this episode, I'm targeting that impossible to lose weight. I've got a low-cost, easy-to-do option that can have you losing those pounds in as little as 5 minutes a day. So this year, get ready to dig in the back of your closet to find those clothes you've been saving for the day when you finally lost the weight. You know, it doesn't take a lot of money to work out. Some of the most effective methods of working out are some of the cheapest. And when I think of effective and inexpensive, I think about rebounders. Rebounders are one of the most effective and affordable methods of working out. In fact, rebounders start around $40 and the most expensive is $200. I'm using the Stamina 1635 36-inch foldable trampoline. It has a 250-pound weight capacity and it's around $40. So if you don't have a rebounder, I'm going to put a link in the video description below. It's an affiliate link, and purchasing through that link throws a little change to the channel, which helps keep the lights on in the studio and enables me to continue to bring you great health solutions. So why a rebounder? Have you ever tried to lose weight by cutting calories and you cut your calories and nothing happens? So you continue to cut your calories and still nothing happens? And finally, you're at about 50% of what would be considered a normal meal for your size and you're starving. And even then, it's barely a movement on the scale. Well, think about this. Think about a Nerf ball and running full force into this Nerf ball. That ball is just going to absorb the force of your impact, and then it's going to rebound back to its original position. And that's what you're doing. You're putting in all this effort, and it's starting to drain you. The debilitating food restrictions are killing your motivation, and you're starting to feel a little bit like a failure. And in Chinese medicine, that isn't weight, that's phlegm. And phlegm is produced by inflammation in the body. When you're younger, you can have phlegm. It's just more a deal breaker when you're older and more common. And the thing about phlegm is it's thick and it's heavy and it sits on you like a blanket.
To get more info on phlegm, what it is and what are the causes, you can check out my episode, What is Phlegm in Chinese Medicine? Or Causes of Phlegm, Nourishing Your Health After 50. And I'll put links to both of these episodes in the video description below.
Because phlegm is inflammation, diets don't work. You may have spent time in your 20s and 30s dieting to lose weight, and then diets worked because there's this direct correlation between calories and losing weight. Inflammation isn't weight. Inflammation is these thick, heavy, sticky fluids that make you feel like a doughy blueberry. You may cut calories, but continue to eat the foods that's causing your inflammation. So then you're starving and still gaining weight because each bite creates more inflammation and more swelling in the body.
And what you want to do is get all this fluid moving. And that's where I like rebounders. You know, the first time I was introduced to rebounders was with my mother's breast cancer, and I can remember sitting in the living room and watching TV with the family. My mom would pop on that rebounder for 5 minutes while we were all watching TV, making rebounders this great exercise that's easy to do and still be with your family. You know, my mom had the privilege of working with Mishu Kushi at his Macrobiotic Institute in Boston. And one of the things he believed was important was using a rebounder daily.
And here's why. In Chinese medicine, cancer is phlegm. Phlegm's thick and it's heavy and it likes sitting in one location. leave it there long enough and it becomes really diseased. To give you an idea of what I mean, take a piece of chicken on a hot summer day and throw it outside and leave it there for a week. At the end of that week, it's pretty gross, but that's what's happening in the body. If you don't move the phlegm, if you don't get rid of it, it begins to impact all the tissues surrounding it.
Michio found this to be a natural way to break up phlegm in the body. I've found rebounders to be the best exercise to help you get that phlegm and swelling moving. And why these rebounders work so much better than, say, jogging is that rebounders help open up that lymphatic system. You know, our body moves fat and waste through the lymphatic system. The bouncing, that vibration, that low impact of the trampoline helps vibrate these lymphatics open so that the fluid starts moving through them again. It also moves that chronic edema that's pooling in your feet or in your abdomen. And it's really the low impact vibration of the trampoline that gets these fluids moving again. You can even test this out for yourself. One day jog for 10 minutes and the next rebound for 2. You may find the fluids in your body respond to the rebounder, but not the jogging. And that's because jogging's heavy impact helps pound the phlegm into this more compact unit. Rebounders cause a bit of a bounce, and they remove that higher impact of jogging. Lymphs respond really well to that low impact vibration. And you know what? You don't have to be some amazing rebounder either. Just a simple little spring up and down is going to be enough. So let's say you're not even sure you can do that. Well, grab a high back chair and put that in front of you so you can practice rebounding with a safety net. You can even purchase rebounders with a bar. I'm going to put a link to another great rebounder with a bar and a 330-pound weight capacity in the video description below.
And you can set goals with your rebounder, whether it's weight loss goals, reduction in edema, and if that's too much pressure, do what I do. And just set your goal to using your rebounder once a day. And again, no pressure, because 1 minute of rebounding is equal to 10 minutes of jogging. So start out, do whatever it is you can do, whether that's 5 seconds, 15 seconds, a minute or more.
The thing about these rebounders is you can put them in an easy to access location. Now, I never fold mine up, but I do flip it on its side and I put it up against a wall so it isn't in the middle of the floor. But I can just walk by, flip it on the ground, bounce on it for a minute, and walk away. That doesn't take any time out of my day. And I have mine stored on the way to the laundry room. So it's in this path that I frequently use, making it simple for me to give it a minute or more.
Hey, if you haven't used a rebounder before and you want some tips on how to start, check out my episode, Your First Time Rebounding, How to Start. Okay, so there you have it. One of the most effective workout methods. It doesn't take a lot of money and it takes even less time. You're probably wondering what happened with my mother and her breast cancer and her rebounding. Well, my mother started out at stage 3, HER2 positive. She did her rebounder, she did the diet that Michio set up for her, and she did a few other holistic things. She went into complete remission and ended up living another 40 years. Okay, that's the episode. Hopefully you heard something here that can help you change your mind so that you can change your life. And until next time, I'll catch you on the other side. And let's get healthy together.